Hello there, Libra. Welcome to your October 2023 reading. Happy birthday to all you Libra suns out there, and happy astrological new year if you are watching for your ascendant sign. I'm Lou and I'm so glad you're here with me. Let's begin the reading with the Sugar Glider Flow of Life. Really beautiful card to open up your reading with this month, because we are looking at your life. We're looking at your life directions, your life goals, where you're headed for the next 12 months. So as you engage in this, this first house energy, whether this is your sun sign or your ascendant sign, you are starting a new cycle in your life, and it's a really great month to set the intention for the next 12 months. So set your intentions of how your life is going to flow and how your life is going to unfold and unravel over the next 12 months. So what kind of ambitions do you have? What kind of goals are you aiming to achieve? What kind of obstacles do you want to overcome? What kind of things do you want to be included in your life in the next 12 months? What do you want to remove? Those are the kinds of things to be looking at this month. Now, this Libra season is an intense one because we have an eclipse, a solar eclipse, on the 14th of October. Now that solar eclipse is going to be an initiating eclipse. It initiates a new cycle. Okay, so we're doing this transition this year between two eclipse cycles. So we're ending the Scorpio-Taurus eclipse cycle that we've been in since the end of 2021, and we're starting the Libra-Aries eclipse cycle. Okay, that will be more prominent in 2024. But this eclipse is the first one in Libra, and it is going to initiate the journey. So it's going to be a really nice taste tester of what's going to be unfolding for you. Now, eclipses in our first house. Eclipses are wild cards. They're unpredictable, so we don't really know what will come up. But because it's your first house, it's going to have to do with your identity. It's going to have to do with your personality and what direction you're going in life. The flow of your life. Okay. This is a fresh start for you, Libra. This solar eclipses are new beginnings, and this is a fresh start where you can overcome obstacles. The Sugar Glider, it can fly, or it's a glider, so it doesn't have wings, but it can fly. So it's symbolic of being able to overcome obstacles easily, being able to fly over the top of obstacles. And so that's kind of what is coming through for you this month. You are able to reach new heights and set new boundaries, and have confidence in your abilities to make serious changes and create something new, some new flow within your life, and to allow your life force to flow. You're coming into the reading as the Three of Cups, so celebratory energy. Maybe you're celebrating your birthday. Maybe you are spending time with friends, with people you love, enjoying yourself. The Three of Cups is very joyful energy. I really like that for you. Allowing yourself to be more easy. Both these cards, the flow of life is allowing yourself to just be more gentle, more easy, to enjoy the flow, to enjoy life, to experience and do things that you enjoy. So this month could be a really good time to become a little bit less serious and a little bit more joyful. Engage in what brings you joy, what brings you that sense of appreciation, that sense of ease and easiness to your life. Now, your ruling planet Venus will shift signs this month as well. Venus just did a retrograde in Leo that happened from July 23rd until September 4th. We've been in the post-retrograde shadow as well. So this Venus retrograde has been really influencing us for a long time. And when Venus moves into Virgo on the 9th of October, as she moves over the Leo cusp, she'll be triggering some results. So you'll start to see the results. You start to see the manifestations of the work you did there with Venus. Venus was in your 11th house, okay? And that's your house of friendships. So this could be friendships coming to fruition. There could be whatever you've been working on in terms of with your friends. Maybe there was a shift in dynamics. Maybe there was new friends coming in or old friends coming back into your life. Maybe people like friends left your life. It may not just be friends. It can be the wider community. This could be a whole community. somewhere where you belong. So you've been really working on your sense of belonging, and now with Venus moving forward and moving out of Leo, you can see that happening with this Three of Cups. Maybe this great sense of belonging in your life, and that's what creates this ease, this sense of ease. Maybe people are wanting to really be around you, wanting to enjoy you and enjoy life with you as a result of the work you did there with the Venus retrograde. The other thing is that Mercury will be in your first house from the 5th of October until the 22nd of October. So you've got a big chunk of time there where you will feel more social. Mercury can make us feel very social. It can bring a lot of communication, a lot of fun and play, and a lot of just social engagements with other people. So this could be a very social month for you, Libra. The universe is calling on you to move forward. So this is an invitation to shift into this new way of life, this new perspective, moving forward. Six of Swords. Okay, leaving behind, you're being invited to leave behind anything that is not going to serve this new journey, anything that doesn't feel light and easy. Okay, Three of Cups, flow of life. The cards are really asking for you to engage in light and easiness this month. And so anything that doesn't feel like that can be left behind as you travel forward. Six of Swords, move into this new direction that you're heading in. The eclipse will really activate that. So the middle of the month, the 14th, and like the few days surrounding that, you may experience some sort of like life event, something happens. The first house is an angular house. It's a really important house. So when things happen in our first house, life events take place. So there's significant events take place. So you may be shifted during this time. There may be a shift that comes in, an event that comes in that shifts you, that asks you to step up, that challenges your identity, okay? Challenges your ego possibly. You know, there could be a humbling that happens or an ego death that happens, a transcendence of the ego. The universe is calling on you to go with it, to flow with it, to move forward with it. Please don't get rigid, don't get stuck, don't dig your heels in. This shift is necessary. It's a necessary part of your journey. And the environment, you have the Knight of Wands. So there could be somebody in your environment that matches the Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands it can be a player type energy, so we'll get some more cards to clarify that, because it could be someone coming in to play you in a negative way. But I feel actually from that Knight of Wands, it's someone who has very playful energy in a positive way. So someone who is already connected with this flow of life, with this joyful energy, someone who knows how to tap into their inner child, tap into adventure and spontaneity. Knight of Wands is very spontaneous, very impulsive. They're very excitable, passionate, driven, okay? Maybe without direction. Maybe sometimes the direction is lacking, but the enthusiasm is there, right? So if there's somebody like that in your life, I do feel like that's a nice energy for you to be with, to engage with, spend time with, to help you to tap into this easy flow, help you to be in that energy. The thing about having an eclipse in your first house is that it does highlight the 7th house. Now, we had the 7th house eclipse in April. So we had a lunar eclipse in Aries that happened in April, and this is the corresponding eclipse. So we don't have the Aries eclipse this month, but it's still highlighting that 7th house for you this month, okay? So this person could really challenge you. If being joyful, if being playful, if being enthusiastic and excitable, it doesn't come naturally to you, they may be a challenge for you. They may challenge you to engage in that energy. I like with this card how you can see it almost looks like electricity all around this person. They are electrifying, is what I feel for you. And we have the 10 of Coins and the Ace of Wands. There's that new direction. Okay, so this person may be offering you a new direction. They may inspire you into a new direction. So it's not necessarily, a partnership. It could be somebody who's like a teacher or an educator or an inspiration, an influencer in some way, okay, giving you that spark, because you've got this new life force energy. Like I said at the beginning, with this flow of life, this newness, there's a freshness about you, Libra. There's a freshness about you, and I like that for you. So you need to really tap into that freshness, that fresh energy. With the 10 of coins, this could involve your money. It could involve your prosperity. And I say that because we start Scorpio season at the end of the month. So we're moving into your second house. Mars will actually move into your second house on the 12th. And then Mercury follows on the 22nd and the Sun on the 24th. So we're tapping into that second house energy early this month with Mars there. Okay, it's asking you to look at your resources, your money, your material possessions, but also your value and your sense of worth. So as you engage in this lightness, this light easiness, this enjoyment and enthusiasm for life, this new life force energy, new passion, in whatever way that flows into your life for you, this is about tapping into prosperity as well. Feeling that sense of worth, feeling that sense of satisfaction is what I'm hearing for you, Libra. Creating satisfaction, creating satisfying experiences. If you look at this 10 of coins, it looks like a feathered nest on this card, this specific card. And so there's this opportunity to feather your own nest in whatever way that you choose to utilize that energy. So it could be material wealth, it could be money, working on increasing your wealth and money. But a feathered nest doesn't just mean money. It can mean, security in any way, like home life, family life. It can be nourishing your soul. We have these 2 wand cards here, so it could be that you need to feather your nest in terms of feathering and nourishing your soul and your spiritual development, your spiritual growth. Maybe traveling or enriching your knowledge or your wisdom in some way. Okay, so there's this opportunity there, and whatever you value. The second house is looking at your values and what's important to you. And so whatever that is for you specifically, you have this chance to work on that and to flow some of this joyful inspiration into that. 2 cards to end it. We've got the Emperor and the World. Wow. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Cups. So there is this possibility that there is romance here as well. It can be love. It could be maybe not necessarily a new relationship, but maybe this person is wanting to connect with you in a partnership type way. So this Knight of Wands, I feel like we've got the Emperor, which represents Aries. Again, like I said, that first house, 7th house access, with the eclipses, with the nodes being activated. As all the planets move through Libra, they will make an opposition with that node. So throughout October, they are making an opposition. They're conjunct the South node, opposing the North node. Okay, so this is really divine intervention. This is fate, it's destiny. There's things coming up for you in terms of your relationships this month with those oppositions. So things may come to the surface, fated events may take place. So if there is an Emperor in your life already, this is going to involve your relationship. Or if you're looking for an Emperor or an Empress, depending on your orientation, that this could bring that up for you, bring something into your experience, someone exciting and something passionate to engage with. The World represents a turning over of a new leaf, of a new situation. Now, as these planets move into Scorpio, they will start to make a trine with Saturn in your 6th house as well. So it's really positive energy flowing into your life, flow of life. So the 6th house represents your life and how you put your life together, right? The details around your life, your lifestyle, your daily activities, your daily habits, your rituals, your routines. So Saturn has been in your 6th house since March, has been really pushing you to make some solid commitments to really shore up that 6th house, your life. So start looking at your habits, looking at at your health, looking at your well-being and your lifestyle, and making sure that it all is conducive to longevity, to long-lasting happiness and satisfaction in life. And so when we move into Scorpio season at the end of the month, there's some positive energy going into that situation as well with the world there. So this new chapter of new life, I really like this for you, Libra, I really like this shift of energy, this fresh burst of energy, and this newness that's closing out one chapter and starting a new one. The environment is mirroring to you green, tourmaline, enlightenment. Beautiful. So we did just have a Mercury retrograde in your 12th house. Now that happened last month. Okay, and Mercury moved direct on September 16th, and we've been in that post-retrograde phase. With that, the 12th house is your house of enlightenment, is your house of connection with the divine, is your house of the higher powers, spirit source. And so that Mercury retrograde was really encouraging you to connect more deeply into that area of your life, into your spirituality. Now, how successful you were at that or how avoidant you were of that is going to be, you're going to be able to see that in your environment this month. So you'll start to see that reflected back to you. So if you did the work with the Mercury retrograde and you uplifted your connection to source, your connection to the divine, possibly meditated through it or did whatever spiritual practice feels right to you throughout that, right? You will reap rewards this month. So if you look around your environment and it's really positive and you're really enjoying it and if it feels easy and it's flowing, this is an indicator that you have leveled up. You've ascended into a new level of enlightenment, okay? Now, if you're really, really struggling this month, if this month is difficult, is painful, is uncomfortable for you, then there is some ascension still to go. Either you're moving through that ascension process because that can be very difficult, or you're resisting the process, okay? So looking at that to help you to adjust a little of the energy this month. If it's not easy and flowing, that's where you need to go to work on. Okay, I'm going to take 2 surrender cards this month to correlate with the eclipses. So we have surrender your belief in scarcity. And surrender worry. Now, the other thing that's happening is that we have an eclipse, and it's the last eclipse in the Taurus Scorpio cycle. That's on October 28th in Taurus. So it's a lunar eclipse. It's a final eclipse. It's closing out the cycle, but it's also creating an ending. Now, that's in your 8th house. So highlighting the 8th house, 2nd house axis, this is about money. This is about resources and wealth and empowerment, okay? So if this storyline has been happening since November 2021, specifically 2022 was when it was at its height. So looking back over 2022 and how that sort of the general themes around money and a bit around wealth that came up for you then would be important to look at here. So this final eclipse is encouraging you to surrender your belief in scarcity. So this scarcity mindset, this poverty mindset, this lack mindset, if there's anything left there for you to undo, that eclipse is going to highlight that for you. It's going to really bring it to the forefront. And events that come up at the end of the month around that eclipse may really encourage you to look at your beliefs around scarcity and around money. So the universe is asking you to open up to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Now, surrendering worry has come up as well, which means that there is the possibility, the potential for you to worry this month, okay? So looking at that, looking at spaces where you do worry, looking at where you're anxious, remembering that this is a time of flow and ease and celebration. So if it's really hard for you to plug into that because of worry, see, a lot of people do struggle to relax and be easy about life, to do that more pleasurable, enjoyable side of it. There is times when we need to work. There is times when we need to put in the effort. There's times when things are difficult and there's challenges and obstacles to overcome. And then there's times in our life when it is time to let our hair down, to enjoy, to relax, to be easy. And most people really struggle with that. So when that energy comes up, like it is for you this month, it can create worry, because I'm not doing, things like I'm not doing enough, things aren't moving forward, I have to be productive, I have to do this. These kinds of thoughts can be detrimental to the easiness of this month. So surrender worry, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. The easy way to do that is to drop into celebration, to drop into flow, and to just allow, to just be. Okay, and you are an I. Use this higher aspect of yourself to redeem your shadow aspects. Again, so we have this first house activation, which is bringing all of your awareness onto your identity, onto your physical body, onto your physicality. So how physical you are, your physical nature, your physical reality. So there's a lot of focus, and like the energy will be really encouraging you to focus on your physicalness. And then we have Venus moving into your 12th house, and that's really engaging you and inviting you to focus on your spiritual being, your spiritual body as well. So this beautiful opportunity and possibility to flow both together really nicely this month, but it may be difficult to remember the spiritual component, or to remember that the higher aspect of yourself component, if you are too involved in the physical realm. Now, that being very involved in the physical realm, really looking at your reality very closely, can create this worry, can create this scarcity. So pulling back a little and seeing things from the perspective of your inner being, your higher self, is another way to release some of the resistance and release some of the worry and the scarcity this month. So just a little bit of advice on making sure you're balancing those two energies harmoniously. Okay, so that is your reading, Libra, for this month. Thank you for being here with me. You are so appreciated. I love doing these readings for you, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. That really helps me. I wish you all the best this month, on your birthday month and into the future, and I look forward to seeing you again in October. Take care.